Well then, everybody, welcome back to round 5 of the WLR Tier 2 Championship. Today, we are here in Silverstone. Uh, so yeah, round 5, 4 rounds so far, and currently in terms of standings, this is quite incredible. Mithio has been in only 3 of the 4 races that so far this season, but he is leading the championship as a result of winning round 2, 3, and 4. So that is quite incredible. He is leading the championship by 24 points currently. Will he be able to extend his championship lead anymore? We'll have to see. People starting to head out on the track now. Nakal is already out of the session. Not too sure what's happened there. So, yeah, watching Shaney. So who's the furthest round? This is Blitztroop. So just heading through Maggots and Beckets now. Okay, so we are going to. So here's Mithio, the championship leader. Yeah, he's on 75 points, and he is leading the championship by 24 points. Blitztroop has come immediately into the pits at the end of his outlap. Not too sure what's up with that. One of the Ferraris going slow around turn 3. So yeah, like I said, Mithio, 3 out of the 4 races he has won, and he has a 100% win rate so far the season. This the first season as well. Yeah, so that is quite incredible. And where is it? Let's go for an onboard lap with Shaney87. Oh wait, no, sorry, not Shaney87. Courage Mango. Well, that's a spin from Courage Mango. So, first person who would have completed a lap is not going to complete a lap as Mercedes of SRT Clark got very, very close to hitting him. Oh, hang on, what's happened here? It's just switched. Courage Mango is now suddenly in the pits. I'm not sure what's happened with that, and we've got quite a few people leaving the session. So possibly, maybe a connection error. But Dan Burt setting the only lap so far. So that's the benchmark. It's a 126.2, pretty much. So Dan Burt is out of the session. So yeah, by the amount of people leaving the session, I think we might be getting a restart here, considering we've had a couple host migrations already. This is very weird. Oh, Mithio, current championship leader. He has just gone fastest with a 128.1. So that is very good and promising of his pace for the race to come. Possibly a 4th win in a row. Oh yeah, we've got so Blitz Troops just left the session, but apparently he has a quali ban. But I'm not too sure about what other people are doing with leaving the session. Because there's a couple people that have left the session. Oh, that is Alex going around one of the Astons, I believe. No, not Shaney, that is Light 1798. He's also going to let F1 Sensi through, I believe. Yellow flags there. Oh no, sorry, it was Leondol, not F1 Sensi. Leondol slowing, maybe just to get a bit of time, but that's the Red Bull of Hyper 29 coming up by him. So maybe not building up that as much space as he would have hoped. Alright, so hang on, Leondol, okay, yeah, he's pulling to the side to start his lap. Apologies if I go quiet during this qualifying session. I'm just having some slight issues with my microphone. So, who's that coming around turn 3? That is Light 1798. Coming down, I believe the hangers. No, not the hangers straight. Ah, I forgot which straight that was. Ooh. Shaney going off into the grass and the gravel, trying to do a cooldown out there. It's gonna be, yeah, you can see all the gravel and stuff. Ooh, hitting the bollard with a very gravelly car, coming into the pits. Yeah, people are talking about a restart, so we could be seeing that in a second. Bit of confusion happening there. So currently, only a couple of people out on track. Shaney has just retired from the session, though. Has just set a new fastest lap of a 1:29.7. That is very nice, and possibly a showing of the pace we will be seeing in the race, which, if he can keep up again, it will take him to his 4th consecutive race win so far. Only person to win more than one race this season in Tier 2 as well. Who's that slowing up by the side of the road? It's one of the Astons that's retired, so we won't be able to watch. Let's see, Leondol, I believe, yeah, just starting a lap now. Coming around turn 1-2, breaking out the 100-meter board, getting it turned in, honestly, a little bit late there, because it allows you to set up for the exit of this turn 4 much better, and just get a much faster run through turn 5. Now down the long straight, get DRS open. Down into here, you're going to be turning before you're braking at some points, as Leondol sets the fastest sector 1. And now coming down onto the old pit straight, and heading up to the point where just 2 years ago we saw Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen collide, taking Verstappen out of the race. Up to Meckets and Beckets now. Very, very twisty section. This used to be just one corner, but now it has been developed into a section of 5 corners, opening up that big gap in the DRS again, or maybe not. I believe he is on a flying lap, but just no DRS. Coming down to turn 15. Now, yeah, into the pits, so I think we're going to be seeing a restart. Okay, so 1 second, everyone. Let me just find out. Okay, yeah, so I have been informed we are restarting, so just while we sort this out, I will put you guys on hold. We will be back in maybe 5 minutes. Goodbye for now. So, pieces box. Okay, I'm not pieces. Well then, everybody, welcome to Silverstone, the track that is widely regarded as the home of Formula One, and we are racing here today for round 5 of the WLR Tier 3 Season 1. So, this track, so currently in the lead of the championship is Mipio with 75 points in a 24-point lead, and this track is 5.9 kilometers long, or 3.66 miles if you are American, with 18 corners, 2 DRS zones which provide lots of overtaking, but we don't really need them because this track always provides really good overtaking. And now let's take a look at qualifying. So we have everyone set up now. We're about half a minute into qualifying. As you can see, people starting to leave the grid. Nakal already retiring from the session. So that is interesting. I'm not too sure what is happening with him. 1 second, everyone. Okay. So, first person out on to the track is, I believe, this man, S.J. Williams, who is currently coming around turn 4 and 5 now. Headed down the first of 2 DRS straights on this track. The next one after Maggots and Beckett's. So, heading around turn 7, I believe. No, turn 8, sorry. Down the old pit straight up towards Hops. We didn't see him with his rear end sliding out, with just like Max Verstappen in 2021. when he collided with Lewis Hamilton on the first lap, which took him out of the race with a 43G shunt. And, well, Hamilton got a 10-second stop-go penalty, which allowed him to still win anyway. So anyway, coming down towards the chicane, coming around club, let's watch Williams do a lap, heading out of club onto the Hamilton straight. So this is going to be the main straight for today, up through Abbey and Farm, and now heading up to Village. You're going to be braking about the 100-meter board, getting a late turn in to give you a good exit through the loop, and which gives you lots and lots of speed round Aintree and down the Wellington Straight, which is going to be the first DRS zone of the lap. It's one of the Alpines spinning around in the distance, heading down towards Brooklands now. Very fast corner, braking about the 50-meter board at the same time you're turning in. Around Luffield, you're going to be wanting to hold your speed until you're right on the exit. Round Woodcote now, and up the old straight towards Copse. Copse is flat out on the new game with these 2023 cars, and up towards Maggots and Beckett's. A very nice S section just between the two straights, allows for a little bit of a gap to be made between the cars coming up into the second DRS zone down the Hangar Straight. Now heading down towards Stowe, of course the Stowe circuit just behind this corner, and now round Vale and down pit entry on your right there, and into Club, coming around the second last and last corner now. What's the time going to be? It's going to be a 1:26.2, so that is around what we saw before the restart. But anyway, it is this man here, Mipio, who has not only just gone fastest, but is leading the championship as... Oh, I think that was one of the Ferraris spinning out. Yeah, it was Gaffo spinning out coming through Maggots, I believe. And now, not much else happening, although he did inevitably invalidate his lap. Blitztroop out of the session. I'm not too sure what happened with him. Gaffo immediately into the pits. Looks like he was going to speed through the pit lane there. Not what you want around here. Let's see. This is... No, we want to see... on board with F1 Sensi on his outlap in the Mackay. Coming down the Hangar Straight now. Getting passed by the Haas of Alex. Who's going to head around the outside up to Stowe. So, F1 Sensi, and just coming around Stowe. So he's going to be starting his lap in a minute. Oh no, sorry, that wasn't Alex that passed him, that was SJ Williams, who's just pitted. So probably already done his lap. But Alex is relatively close to one of the AlphaTauris ahead. His yellow flag's out. What's happened up here? Oh, just one of the Alpines pulling off, just on a cooldown lap. Now up to Maggots and Beckett's. This corner is absolutely amazing with the onboards. Just absolutely, you cannot beat it. And now coming down the Hangar Straight, and oh, 1 second, that's an issue. That's not supposed to happen. There we go. So yeah, now coming around Stowe and heading down Vale into the pit lane, so he will not be completing this lap. 8th overall, last of the people who have set laps. One of the Mercedes going solo, that's Clark on the Hangar Straight, just on a cooldown lap, I believe. Yeah, his battery is fully charged up, so I think we're going to see a lap from him coming up right now. Yeah, I'm going to give you a pure onboard lap of pure sound. Enjoy. Well then, a lap from Clark. Oh, he did not set a lap on that last lap, so maybe he invalidated it somewhere. But 13th overall right now. He is 8th in the championship with 18 points. Although he has only finished... Oh, hang on. Can't have 18 points if he's only earned 2 points this season. Oh no, he had a second, not a 2 points. So yeah, he was second in Italy, which is the only race he has competed in until now. So yeah, on a cooldown lap, I'm not too sure whether he had, I think he just invalidated that lap when he was doing it, probably through turn 1 or 2, as we have yellow flags out everywhere from people just on slow laps. Who is the next to come across the line? It's going to be Gaffer, who's spun at club. So at the last corner, that's going to screw up the lap he's currently on and the lap that he will be about to start. Yeah, that is a 1 minute 37.3. Not at all the kind of lap time that you would want to be setting in this session. Down into turn 3. It's a very weird turn 1 and 2 here at Silverstone, because on almost every single circuit, turn 1 is a massive braking zone. But it isn't here, which is interesting, but also probably due to the fact that not only is it an old circuit, but the main straight isn't very long, so you wouldn't have much chance to catch up to someone if you had a really long braking zone. Although I think what they could do, like, I don't work in Formula 1, I'm not too sure about the regulations, but I think what they could do, which would be cool, is make turn 1 a lot later and have it sort of sweep round and do something sort of like down at Brooklands and Luffield. So yeah, Gaffer, yeah, he is saving up to do another lap as Leon Dole coming around the last corner now, getting his rear end out quite a bit. Is he going to be setting a new lap in time? No, he will not. So that would have just been a cooldown lap. Yeah, he is on his flying lap now. So down into turn 3, that looks like a very nice braking zone, getting the car rotated very, very well. He's must have a setup that favours front end grip, or he's just found a very good way of manipulating the tyres under braking. Oh, passing his teammate on the right there. Now coming around Brooklands, and now Luffield. And then heading on to Woodcote. And then, yeah, coming up onto the old start-finish straight. But in fact, when they were still using this straight as the start-finish straight, they were turning left instead of right at turn 1, and Brooklands was a tighter, but not entirely 180 degrees. Although, yeah, Daisy, I think he's just spun. Car number 7. Yeah, so he's spun coming out of Beckett's. Just stopped on the grass, because we've got quite a reasonably sized train of cars here, all waiting to try and get a lap on. Although it looks like it's that one McLaren of... Who's that? Not Leondol. F1 Senzu, who's just slowing people up because he's charging up his battery, getting ready to head for another lap. Oh, revving it in neutral. I've never seen that used before. Yeah, not a technique I'm familiar to, revving it in neutral, but I believe he's going to be starting his lap now, although I can't actually see how much time we've got left, considering the amount of yellow flags we have. Oh, just had a little glimpse of it. We've got 5 minutes left in the session. So 5 minutes for anyone to come across the line to start their next lap. And it is F1 Senzi who is just coming across the line to start his next lap. Down into turn 3. coming up around turn 4, and then around, yeah, so out of the loop, round Aintree, down Wellington Straight. Oh, there's a Haas stopped by the side of the road there. That's Alex, who, yeah, he's gone off into the grass at the exit of Aintree. Just looping it round, maybe? I'm not too sure. Some of these incidents are a little bizarre. You know what? We haven't looked at any of the Alpines so far. There looks like a Ricky who's currently going slow down the old main straight. Round Stowe, or yeah, Stowe. Oh, is it? Is it Stowe? No, that is Cops. I always get Stowe and Cops confused. The ends of two of the longest straights on the track, and I do not understand how they have enough downforce to be able to take Cops flat out. Like let's say if you're going around in your bog standard road car, you would have to do so much braking, considering that not only do you have way less grip, but you have absolutely no downforce at all, and you are a lot heavier than these F1 cars, because these F1 cars are around 900 kilos, maybe 800 kilos, depending on how much fuel you've got in. They can take up to, I believe it's 110 kilos of fuel in the race, and some of the teams even freeze the fuel to try and make it more or less dense, to allow for more fuel to be burnt during the race. Which obviously you don't want to be carrying more fuel, but if you have to start lifting and coasting come the end of the race, that is not good at all. As we see Ricky coming around Brooklands and Luffield now, staying the fastest Sector 1 of the session so far. So that is very nice stuff from Ricky. Down the back straight, up towards Cops, got it right this time. It should be flat out around there. Gaffo coming around Cops now. He looks pretty damn flat out. Who is that going slow between turn 2 and 3? That is F1 Senzi. Which is, yeah, okay, so it is Daisy. Let's get the telemetry up so we can see what kind of speeds they're doing. Okay, yeah, he is on his outlap, so we can't use that telemetry. Let's see, can we find anyone that isn't on their outlap? Yeah, most people are currently on their outlap. Rookie now coming around turn 2. Shaden Hershey, no. Danbert. Oh yes, we can use Danbert as our test subject. So let's get the telemetry enabled. So on board, coming down towards Cops, will he go flat out? Yes, he will. That is a lot of grip that these cars have. It's just a testament to how much R&D goes into these cars every year and pretty much every single race, because most teams will be bringing an upgrade to every single race, no matter whether it is a big or a small upgrade. It's all one of the McLarens. I believe that's Liam Doll. Yeah, Liam Doll going very wide around Stowe. Ooh, that's number 3. And number 3, I think both the McLarens are number 3. Hold on. So F1 Senzi. We can't get a look right now. Oh, the qualifying is actually finished. Wow, that time goes very, very fast when you're looking to see what numbers people are. So yeah, F1 Senzi, number 3 on the side of his car, focusing on Leon Dole. When it shows us the side of his car, what's it gonna say? Number 3 as well, so F1 Senzi and Leon Dole, both number 3. No idea how I spotted that. Usually I'm blind as a bat when it comes to spotting things just sitting there and looking a little inconspicuous. SJ Williams coming up the final corner now. Boost him one place up to 5th with a 26.0 and the fastest to Mithio, championship leader and winner for the last 3 races, goes fastest overall with a 1 minute 25.5. We've got a few. Oh, SRT Clark is going to go fastest with a 125.3. Alex, he is unable to improve. I believe Lucky Nutshot was also unable to improve. Oh, Leondol going off into the barriers at the last corner. Almost got to finish his lap, but that's just very unfortunate. Lost the rear end coming through club. Oh, he is not going to be happy with that at all. But anyway, it is Clark who is going to be on pole for round 5. So let's just give you the rundown. So we have Clark, Mithio, Ricky, F1 Senzi, Light 17, Hypersoft, SJ William, Shaney, Murphy, Danbert, Days, Lucky Nutshot, Leondol, Turlamango, Gaffo, Alex, Blitztroop, and Nikal in last. Blitztroop and Nikal not setting a lap, and Leondol doing all his laps on mediums. I'm surprised I didn't notice that bit about the McLarens. But anyway, join us back in a few minutes for the race. Well then, everybody, we are ready. It's going to be 5 red lights ahead of the drivers. And we are racing here in Silverstone. Oh, what is immediate red flag as Days get to drive through What has happened here? This is madness. What are we seeing? I'm sorry, everyone. I'm just going to have to quickly see what's occurring here. Well then, We've got an Alpine to the side of his grid box, but we're gonna get 5 red lights. They're not gonna move. Now we are racing here in Silverstone. The driver's finally getting away. SRT Clark is gonna hold the lead through the first corner, but he's going to be challenged by Ricky as we do not get to see any action at all. Okay, we're gonna have to switch to Ricky. Ricky and Mipio fighting, coming around turn 3 now. Or no, sorry, turn 4. Mipio up the inside of Ricky, right on the back of him now. Coming down the back straight. Oh, that's an AlphaTauri going off in the background. Mango. Oh, that could possibly be a penalty for resetting to track. But oh, Mipio getting very, very loose out of Luffield, I believe. And now he's going to be side by side and down into third places. One of the Red Bulls going off in the background. Or no, that is Lucky Nutshot in the Alfa Romeo heading off into the gravel. So not what we are wanting to see here. And not what he would have been probably expecting to. That thing he just either made contact with someone and just lost grip. One of the Mercedes also going off, as we see Mipio and Ricky going side by side down into Stowe. Mipio is going to take second place back from Ricky, and now on board with the wing cam. Let's take a look back. Ricky, he is absolutely planted right on the gearbox of Mipio, 3/10 of the gap, as Clark leads us away at the end of the first lap. So coming round to turn 1 and 2. Very, very fast corners as we got Days into the pit lane. Probably damaged then, or maybe he's going to go on to a different tyre. So yeah, we're going to have 2 laps less than we were originally supposed to because of that red flag. As if we look back, this is hyper soft. Going down the inside of light 17. Getting the position and up into P4 with the fastest center one as Blitztroop gets 3-second penalty for corner cutting. And now Hypersoft right on the back. He's going to be about 3/10 back from Ricky. He's going to be able to hold it flat out, although he will get a little wide, so that'll be a penalty. As now coming through Maggots and Beckett, will he be able to close up? Lendl will have to be pushing even harder to close up because he's got a 3-second penalty for corner cutting as well. So Leondol and Blitztroop, the only people with penalties so far in this race. Hypersoft coming down to Outer Vale, down to the chicane. He is not going to send the lunge way too far back to do so. Yeah, he's going to be wanting to get past Ricky onto the podium, and possibly even more. Fast lap of the race. That is very nice to see from as one of the Hasses going off. I think the Hasses might have collided, but that's SJ Williams, who's just lost a couple positions down the chicane. I think him and his teammate Alex might have collided because they were both losing positions there. Now, who are we watching? We're watching Ricky, who has Hyper behind him and Mipio ahead of him. Both probably going to be fighting him very, very hard for this position. I'm not too sure where Ricky is in the championship standings, but looking back, he has Hyper absolutely right behind him in the Red Bull, which is very much a dominant car. 2/10 is the gap coming out onto the DRS straight. Will we be getting DRS? No, we're not going to have DRS just yet. So it'll be activated next lap. But Hyper doesn't care. He's going to be looking down the inside. DRS or not, that Red Bull pretty much has DRS no matter what. Now coming around, they're going to be side by side. A bit of rear locking from Hyper. But he is going to be able to get ahead of Ricky and up onto the podium. So DRS now enabled. Let's take a look back in Hyper with Ricky right behind him as we have yellow flags out at the last corner. That's Leondol He's going slowly, and Moshi has also spun at the last corner. Last corner showing to be a very problematic place for people, especially if you don't have traffic control on. So let's see, where are we looking now? We are looking at the fight to get onto the podium. As Shaney and Nikal getting very, very feisty and side by side, coming around Luffield through Woodcote now onto the old back straight. Shaney gonna cut off Nikal. Coming through Stowe right behind him. He doesn't care. Nikal doesn't care whether Dirty Air exists or not. His tires just say no, I will give grip. Coming through Maggots and Beckett's now. Will his tires be given even more of that grip with the Dirty Air? It looks like they will, because he's right behind, and now he's right ahead of Shaney. So pulling up from 7th to 6th, that is an extra 2 points, I believe, if he is able to hold on. But now he has 4 seconds ahead to the top 5, 4.5 seconds that gap has advanced to now. As we see Ricky coming around turn 1 and 2. Nothing much happening at the front right now. I think Mipio is going to be trying to get past Clark for the lead in a second. Yeah, that is lots of revs I'm hearing. But now, what will we be seeing? Mipio, he thought about it, but just not close enough at all. Probably should have stayed in slipstream longer, but I'm not the one racing, so I can't really give very much advice. A quarter of a second now, as we head onto the back straight, 2/10 now. It's going to be Verstappen and Hamilton, except he's not going to send the move like Hamilton did, which I think could have saved him there. And now Mipio following Clark through Maggots and Beckett's. Hopefully, he will be hoping to be able to win again today, to have 4 wins in a row, and have a 100% win rate, as he's going to go absolutely right past Clark. No need to even be later on the brakes, because if he was any earlier on the brakes, he would have crashed his Hyper. Has crashed though. He's spun off, right where Max Verstappen did in real life and quali. Heading down to the chicane now. So he's gone from 3rd all the way down to 7th. He's going to be really annoyed at how he just lost it through there. Now on board with Clark, following Mipio through turn 4, and so out of the loop through Aidentree, down the Wellington Straight. He's going to get DRS, and he's going to get straight past. No need for any defense. And this is the good thing, not the good thing, the thing I don't like about DRS. Blitztrude is out of the race. He's crashed out. I'm not too sure what's happened to him. Down at Stowe, he's just not there. As you see, Mipio not really putting up a fight, but I think I think Ricky could be putting up a fight. Light in P4 and gets a 3-second penalty for corner cutting. As we now head down the Hangar Straight, round Stowe. Up towards Vale. He's going to be right on the gearbox of Clark. Almost took the lead there. Just couldn't be late enough on the brakes. That is Hyper spinning off, and Gaffo is also spun off into the grass. He is not having a good time there. He's going to be lapped in a second if he can't go a little bit faster, as Turamango has already been lapped on lap 8 of this 26 lap race. So if he keeps this pace up, he will be lapped 3 times before we reach the end of the race. But you know who will be lapping him? It'll probably be either Clark or Mipio, who we are seeing now. Mipio I'm really annoyed that we didn't get to see him getting past Clark, but that's not too bad because we can watch Clark possibly getting back past Mithio if he's able to hold it through Maggots and Beckett's. Let's take a look at the tyre advantage that people have. So Mithio and Clark both on the mediums, in the top four in the mediums, down to Mikal. Light. That is very easily taken third, and this is Clark not so easily taking the lead, and they're going to crash out. That's going to be a lot of contact, and that's going to allow Light to head up into the lead. And yeah, that is Mithio. He's going to pit, and he's going to get a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane just to add to the injury. So, I don't know. I didn't see the full thing, but I think that could be Mithio's fault. Or actually, no, I think that was Clark's fault because he just didn't look like he gave enough room on the inside. So that's Gaffo going slowly out of the same corner for the second lap in a row. And Clark 6 tenths behind, so he's not going to be able to get the move down into there. Oh, who's off? That's Lucky Not Shot. He's come off at club. So it's proving to be a very, very treacherous corner for people today. Coming around turn 1, 2. Gaffo. He's going to be lapped in a couple laps if he keeps this up. Mango, still ahead. Or no, sorry, it's still ahead of fourth, but behind the top three. Top three breaking away now. So, yeah, not much really happening. Ricky doesn't look like he has DRS though. So now I'm coming around Vale, down into the chicane. Heading around Club now. Let's take a look on board with Ricky, looking at Clark. Yeah, the gap just isn't close enough for him to make a move into Village, and I'm not too sure whether he's going to be able to get the move into Brooklands with the GRS. He is getting a little bit closer though, so he could possibly. We'll have to wait and see what happens. Yeah, falling back quite a bit. Oh yeah, Ricky is also going to be getting GRS. I completely forgot about that. So Mithio, who was our favourite to lead the race at the start of this, is now P8 on some ever so slightly used hards. Alex, another driver falling victim to Club as he whacks his wing on the wall in frustration that he's managed to crash. And that is Leondol and Mithio fighting reasonably hard. Leondol, must I remind you, he qualified on the mediums in the top 10, I believe, but these hards aren't doing it well because he's just lost loads of rear grip coming through. I've forgot the name of that corner. So now the drivers are headed around Club to start lap 12. So that is 11 laps we've had so far, but only 9 of them are, well, proper racing laps because we had 2 laps taken off from the red flag we got at the start, which I still do not understand. Who's that into the pits? That's Shaney. Let's take a look at his pit stop. So on the mediums right now, he's coming in onto a fresh set of hard tyres. Headed out. Are we not able to see his stop? No, we're not able to see his stop. So, everyone will have made a stop. So, pretty much if you want to see how many pit stops people have made, you've got to -1 from this number because they will have all made a pit stop during the red flag. Williams getting down the inside of Leondol, who's been left behind by Mithio, now Mithio up into 5th. Although he has a very, very long way to go if he wants to get up to the top 3. And he's got like 15 seconds to go if he wants to get to the top 3. Top 3 looking very close now, all within about half a second. That's one of the McLarens. That's Leondol. He's round. Coming out of there. Coming out of Luffield, sorry. So possibly tangling with Williams. I'm not too sure what happened there. So Ricky Light and Clutch starting lap 13 now. Alex has gotten lapped now because he was in the pits while he was getting now coming out around Aintree down the Wellington Straight. Oh, that looks, yeah, Ricky is like enabling and disabling his DRS. I'm not too sure what he's planning with that. Possibly not something good, I don't know. Coming around the old main straight now, headed up to Cops. Nothing happening through there. So we have a Haas and Aston fighting. Oh no, that was Williams, or Williams getting past Trillmango. Although, what are we seeing here? We're seeing Lucky Nutshot and Leondol, and Nicole getting past. Oh no, because Dave's pitted. Oh, I think we could be seeing a fight. Oh no. Oh, that is Clark now coming into the pit lane. So he's gonna be doing his one of maybe 2 stops. I think he's hitting this early. He might. Oh no, he wouldn't. He'll be doing a 1 stop. So let's go to the race director. Take a look at people's tire histories. So Clark has actually gone from the hards to the mediums so he is satisfied the requirements of having all 3 compounds on his car. Mithio getting past Senzi, who has gone into pits, and Mithio is now going to be ahead of Clark, who originally crashed him out, or at least that's what I believe happened. So that is going to be a very heated battle when Clark catches up to Mithio on the fresher and softer tyres. Although they both have penalties, so that could be interesting. Let's see what penalties they got. So Light has 3 seconds of penalties. Mithio has 8 seconds of penalties. Leondol has 6 seconds of penalties. Lucky Nutshot has 6 seconds of penalties, and Alex has 5 seconds of penalties. Although, if Mithio pits again, which he probably won't considering he's on hards, he will be able to get rid of 5 seconds of the penalties. So that's going to be quite a heated battle when they are heading to race each other. Light coming into the pit lane now. Let's look at the position change. So, most positions gained so far in the race is Nakal with 9, and he is currently in 9th, so he would have started last. And most positions lost is Hyper, who's out of the race, but most positions lost out of people that are still in the race is Mercy with 4 positions lost, so would have started, 9th, as, Light and Clark fighting again as Light comes out, but he's going to let Clark through because Light just has really, really cold tyres. This is Williams doing his pit stop. Very, very nice. Leondol and Carl fighting. Leondol getting ahead. Gaffer right on the back of that trade, hoping to pick up the scraps of anything that happens there. Nutshot and Nicole are like ghosting through each other, so I think Nicole might have some sort of network error that's stopping his game from rendering properly. So yeah, Ricky in the lead by 26 seconds, so that is going to come down when he pits. On the medium 12 laps left. I think what he's going to try to do is go on to a set of softs for the end of the race, which is going to give him a massive advantage over, say, Mikio, who is on the hards right now. Oh, is Light going around the outside of Mikio down at Stowe. Very nice move from the Aston Martin driver there. Now heading out around the spa. Lots and lots of high revving I'm hearing, but I'm not too sure whether that's translating through the game that well. Light getting 3-second penalty for corner passing. So if we take a look at penalties, Light would still be ahead of Mikio if the race finished how it currently is standing. Oh yeah, I forgot that was my camera. Heading out around, what corner is this? I think Brooklands, yeah. Then around Luffield, through Woodcote, and on to the back straight. Nothing much happening now in the reasonably good mid portion of the race. Let's take a look at people's fastest laps. So fastest lap is actually Hyper out of this race with a 1:28.7. No one else has done a 1:28. I think the closest we've got is Clark with a 1:29.0. So let's head back to see the gap. So Ricky, his lead's come down 2 seconds since we last checked, although he's about to encounter some traffic, so that gap can come down even more. And if he keeps sliding the rear end out like that, the gap will definitely come down. Although Clark, Light, and Mikio all have penalties, so that is something to consider when you're thinking about where they could be placed. Oh yeah. Clark battling with a lap driver, it seems, because I'm not able to come off of the onboard camera. We're just gonna have to wait till the TV. Yep, okay, there we go. So, who's that? I believe that's Alex getting a lap there. It would be interesting if we get a safety car with, say, a 3 or 4 lap shootout, or even a 1 lap shootout like we had in Abu Dhabi 21. Oh, yellow flags out for Gaffo, who has spun round coming out of Vale, got himself moving again fairly quickly there, so not too bad, but he did lose a position or 2. Ricky is into the pits now, so that'll be very interesting to see how the gap will evolve as he comes through the pits. Light getting ahead of Clark, they're battling around the outside of Stowe, but it is going to be Clark that's able to hold on to second place. Ricky, he has now completed his pit stop and he's heading down the pit lane to the exit. It looks like on the map, if you look down onto the map, it looks like it's going to be very close, but it isn't going to be close because Clark and Light are going to get ahead by a very long way, and Mikio is also going to get ahead of Ricky. No, he's not. Mikio is going to be stuck right behind Ricky, and Ricky is on a fresh set of softs, so he's going to be able to get those tyres fired up very, very well. Although, will he be able to carry them all the way to the end of the race? Gaffer getting past Liam Dole. In the background, it's Liam Dole that has gone off of the track. He's gotten himself back on to the track, but he's lost position there, just like Gaffer did. And now Clark and Light coming down to the last one. Is this? Oh no, this is a laps fight. Anyway, as we watch Light and Clark, that looked like corner passing from Light. That might just go towards another warning. Liam Doll is going to get 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Oh, that's... I want to say... Oh no, he would be able to get to the pit lane that quickly. One of the Ferrari's not moving in the... Oh no, that he's... Oh! Liam Doll's out! What has happened to Liam Doll? He's just stopped in the pit lane. For some reason that's causing a yellow flag on the track. Will we be getting a safety car here? Late on in the day? This is very interesting. Oh, okay, yeah, so he's left the session. That would have caused his car to just stop. Just in generally stop. So yeah, it looks like this will be the end. It looks like this will be the end to Mithio's reign, as there's no way, I think there's no way he's going to be able to make up 5 seconds plus 8 seconds worth of penalties. Although Light has 9 seconds of penalties, and Clark has 3 seconds of penalties. So that's 10 seconds he's going to have to make up within, 6 or so laps? That is not going to be easy work at all, but I think there's a slight possibility he could do it. As Mithio coming through Beckett's now, but Light and Clark coming down the hangar straight. It's going to be Light that's able to get ahead of Clark. Very nice, coming through Vale now, heading down to the chicane. Will Clark be trying anything? No, he's nowhere near the gearbox of Light. So, yeah, I guess you can't really have that good wheel-to-wheel racing online because of netcode and things like that. But now, coming around turn 1 and 2, just absolutely full beans, flat out, braking around the 100-meter boards. Lapped car up ahead. Yeah, not much else to say there. Mithio dropping back a bit though, as everyone is starting to come through the traffic now. Yeah, Mithio 5 seconds. So if we change this to gap to leader, so that's 7.6 seconds. 7.8 seconds now, so that's 9 seconds he would have to make up if he was going to take the win here, plus however many seconds he would have to catch up with. So that would be, 11 seconds he would have to catch up to be able to take the lead here, with 5.5 laps remaining in this race. Clark now dropping out of the DRS zone of Light, who possibly could be able to run away with it, now that he doesn't have Clark on his tail. Yeah, no DRS for Clark. So if Light can pull out a 6-second gap over Clark, he will have the win here, or if Clark spins out, falls victim to Clark or something like that, I don't want to... Oh, I might have just jinxed him there. What? Wouldn't I? Coming around, will he get loose out of club? No, he won't. Alright, so I haven't jinxed him just there. As now Mithio on the back of these 2 lap cars, I believe that's Chiramanga and maybe Nepal? Oh, safety car is out! We've got a safety car. I do not know what happened there. Oh, we had a yellow flag with one of the Ferraris. Yeah, that's a bit interesting. Yeah, I have no idea what might have happened there. Williams, 5 seconds of penalties for speeding in the pit lane. As now the safety car is building up a bit of a queue. Yeah, so Williams, next person. Days right behind him, so let's see who can stay ahead after the pit stop. Very nice pit stop from the Red Bull crew. What about the Haas crew? It's not going to be as good. Williams will come out behind Days, and I don't know who that is there. Oh, that's the other half of Alex. Alex is a lap down, or possibly even 2 laps down. I'm not sure. That's Light coming into the pit lane, who's gonna get it slowed nicely, for the pit line. So yeah, we are gonna get our 2 or 3 mad dash laps to the finish, and the first lap is probably going to be decided based on who's gonna be able to take better care of their tires during this safety car period. Alright, so it is Ricky now catching up to the safety car, and it's going to be Light who will be coming up behind him. Who's that Ferrari there? That is Nicole, who's catching up to the safety car queue. I don't know whether he'll be allowed to overtake. I think he should, but from the last few league races I've been commentating on, lap cars have not been allowed to overtake except for a couple special times on the main straight. Yeah. Oh, that is a very nice livery for the safety car, I think. I think the Mercedes safety car is way better than the Aston Martin safety car, personally. Although, a lot of people probably get annoyed at that. Mithio, he's lost even more time to Ricky, but I think he would have, yeah, pitted for an even newer set of softs. So, let's take a look at what tyres everyone's running. So Ricky is the only person that isn't on pretty much brand new softs that in the top 10. Williams and Nutshot, yeah, they are on softs. Murphy is going to gain 2 places there from courtesy of William and Nutshot pitting. So looking at the queue now, we've got I think that is, yeah, no, Nakal and Mango. Let's look at gap to lead. There is, I think that's, yeah, Gaffo off into the grass up behind, and now losing even more positions in the queue. Not positions on the board now, though. He's staying in 12th. 3 seconds up to Nakal, and then a lap down from Nutshot, who I think is on the lead lap. Or, oh no, he's not. So let's take a look at the race director now. So let's look at oh my god. This is a lot of incidents. Mostly resulting in warnings, but holy hell, that is lots of penalties and things like that. Pit stops. 10-minute pit stops. I didn't even think you could be stopped for that long. Okay, so yeah. So other more reasonably timed pit stops. Oh, 2.252 pit stops there. That's very interesting to say. 2.246. Okay, 2.233. Any lower pit stop? Another 2.252. 2.251. 2.233 again. 2.252 again. 2.252 again. 2.233 again. Looks like it's a little bit rigged there, but most people now onto a nice set of soft compound tires, new soft compound tires that is. We're going to have to wait till past Beckett's to see whether we're going to be restarting at the end of this lap, but I believe we will because everyone will probably be able to catch up in time. Just Nutshot having to catch up. So Nikal, Gaffo, and Alex are all 1 lap down. And then this one here, Churros Mango, he's 3rd in the queue, but he is 2 laps down, so he's gonna have to have some absolutely outstanding pace if he wants to get onto the lead lap. But I think he's just gonna have to drop back and consider his options from there. So Gaffo, Alex, and Carl are all going to be fighting each other, although not fully points. Yeah, so it seems only the people in the points are on the lead lap. As Nutshot coming up, catching up to the back, so we're not going in. Safety car is not coming in this lap, so it's going to be coming in at the end of the next lap. So we are going to have 3 laps of racing. Oh no, 2 laps of racing once the safety car has come in. We're going to have lap 24 and lap 25. 2 laps of racing to decide the race. Let's take a look at people's penalties so we know just about what is happening. So yeah, we've got Light with 9 seconds of penalties, Clark with 3 seconds of penalties, Mipio with 3 seconds of penalties, Nutshot with 6 seconds of penalties, and then Alex with 3 seconds of penalties. So realistically, Nutshot and Alex won't be able to gain any positions, but they also won't be able to lose positions because they are both at the back of their respective laps. Yeah, so if you look here, so if you look at the top, Church Mango is on lap 22, but then Ricky is on lap 24. So that is the difference in laps. So that's got to be a pretty mad difference in average lap time to be 2 laps down. That'd be what if it's about a 1 minute 20, so that's let's say 90-second lap, and then to be 2 laps down at lap 24, that'd be 12 laps per lap down you go, which would be what, 3/4 of it? No, it can't be 3/4. I think my math's off. As Mercy's going to get a 5-second penalty for contact, I believe. I didn't see exactly what it is. But what I did see is the sign saying that the safety car will be returning to the pit lane this lap. And we are going to have 2 laps of racing. Ricky is going to be back in the queue up. He's going to be excited and ready to get this race back underway. So he's going to have Light about a second behind him with 9 seconds penalties, and Clark about 2 seconds behind him with 3 seconds of penalties, with 2 laps cars in the way, which Light and Clark will be able to ghost through anyway, but that could be interesting. And also, Shaney could be on for the win as well, because he doesn't have any penalties and he is in 4th place. So Ricky is going to lead us away to start lap 25 of 26. So I think we are going to be watching Shaney the most because he has the highest chance of taking the lead from Ricky, if anyone is going to take the lead from Ricky. So he's going to have to be fighting through the field. So now only Clark and Light ahead. Will he be able to get past Clark and Light and ultimately catch up to Ricky? We're only going to get 2 laps of racing, so no DRS at all for the rest of this race. Oh, that is lots and lots of people getting penalties that I didn't see, so possibly during when other messages were coming through. But anyway, now it's Shane, 9/10 off of the back of Clark, and Clark going very wide. That isn't going to be a penalty, that's definitely going to be a warning. As he's now coming through Maggots and Beckett's, probably some of the fastest corners on the track, and definitely top 10 in fastest corners on the entire calendar. Coming down to Stowe, 3/10 is the gap between Clark and Light. He'll be able to get the position anyway because of the penalties, because Light would have to finish 6 seconds ahead of Clark to be able to hold on to second, and 9 seconds ahead of Shaney to be able to hold on to second. Clark, though, the fastest lap of the entire race, a 1:27.416. That is going to be very interesting as Light has gone for the move, but he has collided, I think, with Ricky, and he has lost 2 positions. So now Ricky in the lead with Clark behind him. So Clark immediately is going to be with ability to take the win. If he just needs to pull out 3 seconds over Ricky now, which I don't think will be possible, but it could be with Light fighting, it could be with Light looking to catch up to Ricky. But I think what we're going to see is Clark trying to not only get away, but keep Ricky and Light fighting so that he's able to start facing the gap. No way they're going to be able to do that in the 2 or 3 corners we have left of this race. Light down the inside of Ricky is going to be able to get the move. Very nice move up the inside without the aid of DRS, I must add. So, by the looks of it, it's going to be Clark crossing the line first, but it's going to be Ricky who is going to come across the line to win round 5 of the WLR Tier 3 race here in Silverstone. It will be Ricky in P1, Shane in P2, and Clark in P3. Mipio, it could have been his 4th consecutive win, but instead it's going to be 4th position and his only non-win of the season so far, with F1 Senzi in 5th, SJ Williams in 6th, Light in 7th, and Days in 8th, Moshi in 9th, and Lucky Nut in 10th. So, oh, that is a very, very interesting camera. It looks like we're on the side of the car, but the car is in the carriage, phased into the chairs of the mechanics. Very interesting. And the mechanics have their pink overalls, which maybe they might not have changed. So, game saying Nakal is the driver of the day, but I think even though he started on pole, Clark is going to be my driver for the day because of how well he was able to. He lost a few positions, had some incidents, had some penalties, but he was still able to come home in, yeah, 2nd place overall. Yeah, I think it was 2nd. So, very good job to Clark, my driver of the day, no matter where he finished, because of how he was able to get back through the field. Yeah. So 20 seconds until we get to see the results. Just waiting for other people to watch the podium celebrations. Very nice job. Oh wait, sorry, I forgot what I was saying there. Very nice job to Clark. So he's my driver of the day. But yeah, Ricky, he's going to be the one taking home 25 points at the end of the day here, as we don't even get to see the results. But anyway, that has been an absolutely amazing race. Cannot wait to tune into the race next week. And goodbye, everyone.